There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Hello and welcome back to iGao 6. I'm your host, Dan Sugano, aka Skittles, and in this video we're going to be covering the final challenge of the iGao 6 preseason. That is challenge number 8, the HQ Prop Pro Whooper. Over the last 2 months of challenges, we have covered the foundational maneuvers of FPV freestyle, and in this final challenge, you will have a chance to showcase your skills in a 60-second freestyle run. The concept for this week's challenge, as you may have guessed based on the challenge art and title, is to take a freestyle rip and score it like you were playing a Tony Hawk Pro Skater style game. I've had a version of this challenge in every season of iGao, and after iGao 4, Tyrant improved the format with the help of Jal and created the calculator that makes scoring your runs much more convenient. So you get points by performing tricks, and of course the more difficult the trick, the higher amount of points you get for performing it. So if you look in the calculator, you can see a list of all the tricks and the point values associated with them. Also, if you perform some new trick that's not included, there's a custom trick maker so you can score any trick that you happen to do in your run. The way that the scoring works is that the more unique tricks that you perform in a row, the higher your bonus multiplier gets throughout the run. So the way to score the most points is to have a full run without any mistakes. But of course, it's not required to be perfect. If you do have a bump or a crash somewhere in your run, just make sure to mark it on the score sheet, and that will adjust your score and your multiplier accordingly. One more feature of the score calculator is that starting on your third use of the same trick, you start to see a reduction in the amount of points that you get for that trick. This is to prevent spamming the same trick over and over and over again, just to build up your score and multiplier. Okay, now let's jump into the goals for iGao 6 preseason challenge number 8, HQ Prop Pro Whooper. Goal 1 is to perform a 60-second max length freestyle run. Your time is going to begin when you start your first trick, and then you are allowed to complete any trick that you started before the 60-second timer runs out. Goal 2 is to include at least 3 tricks that were part of the iGao 6 preseason challenges in your run. And goal 3 is to score your run with the calculator by first making a copy of the calculator and then filling it out with the tricks you performed in your run. Make sure to save the calculator with your pilot name and attach it to your submission form. So the only real point of focus for this challenge is that you be honest when you're scoring your run. If you don't perform a trick cleanly, like for example, you do a power loop or a Matty flip and it definitely doesn't have constant loop motion, then be sure to mark your trick as sloppy on the calculator. Also, if you unintentionally bump something or crash into the ground, be sure to include that mistake on the score sheet, as it will have a major impact on your multiplier and thus your overall score. Okay, now I want to take a moment to talk about this challenge's title sponsor, HQ Prop. HQ Prop makes propellers for everything in the RC hobby. HQ Prop was founded in 2012, and of course the HQ stands for high quality. HQ Props give you maximum control and responsiveness at any speed. They have optimized their propeller design method to be able to develop the best props for any situation. They can adjust the blade number, the diameter, the hub radius, the profile of the blade, and the angle distribution across the blade to create the perfect propeller to get the job done. A couple of years ago, HQ Prop started a revolution in whoop propeller technology with their ultralight line. To this day, the most extreme performance enhancement I have ever experienced from changing just one thing on a whoop was swapping from the old school heavy style whoop props to HQ's ultralight propellers. They instantly made my whoop feel far more responsive and increased the top end acceleration enormously, so much so that it felt like I had NOS on my whoop. You can find HQ Props at your favorite FPV retailer or on their website at hqprop.com. Okay, now let's get into the tutorial section of the video. For this challenge, it's gonna be a little different. We're not teaching any tricks. So basically I'm gonna go out and perform an example run and then come back and score my run using the calculator to give everyone an example of how it's done. All right, so let's head outside and rip some packs. All right, so I'm gonna head to the dog park. I got a few batteries charged up and we're gonna put down a freestyle line while we're there. Then we'll come back and show you guys how to score it. There's kind of a couple different ways you can approach this challenge, and it really just depends on what your goal is. If you're just looking to have fun and put together a fun freestyle line, then I suggest just finding a cool spot and putting down tricks that are fun and flowy and you enjoy doing, and then just kind of score it afterwards. But if you're looking to score the most points possible, you want to be a points maxer or something, then I would say take a look at the sheet ahead of time, kind of understand how it works, which tricks that you can do are worth the most points. And then in general, the multiplier goes up the more tricks you've done successfully. So you want to get as many tricks done and as many high scoring tricks towards the end as possible. And that'll basically give you your highest score possible. But you do only have 60 seconds of max, and that starts from the beginning of your first trick. And then you can complete any trick that you started before the 60 seconds, but nothing beyond that. So it's really about figuring out how many tricks you can fit into that 60-second time in what order to score the most points. Anyway, let's sit down and rip a few packs here, see how it goes. All right, so I'm here at the dog park. Got all my stuff set up. Skittles is over playing in the small dog area, and we're gonna rip some packs and get our freestyle line in here. So just looking around, we've got some light poles that we could do trippies on. We've got some things over there that can kind of do split S and power loops, some basketball hoops. Not too much in the area, but we'll make it work. So first I'm just gonna fly around the first couple packs and find some different obstacles, different tricks to do on them, and then we'll try to put them all together in one line. All right, so let's just explore around the area and see what we got. All right, so obviously this pole here is gonna be good for a trippy. So that'll work for that. Not too much around it. Those trees aren't great. What else we got? Here's a branch we could use. Okay, that works for something. A couple things there. We got this thing. That works as a good obstacle. I guess these trees. All right. Let's give this line a go. You got flip, roll, split S, power loop, power flip, trippy spin. 1, 2, Rubik's Cube, inverted yaw spin, Matty flip, ham hook, another Rubik's Cube, into trippy, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, out, another Matty flip, let's go half Matty, roll. Alright, that was decent. Oh no, Skittles, did I get stuck in your tail? Oh no! Ski! Whoop tail. She's got a whoop tail. I'm sorry, Ski. Let's see if we can get it out. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. It was barely in there, Ski. All right, so we got some pretty successful flights in there. Got most of the tricks I was going for. Gonna head back to the house now and score everything. Okay, so I'm back at my house, and as you can see, I have the iGauss score calculator pulled up here, and you can get to this via the link in the description, or also on the website, as well as in the Discord. There should be plenty of places that get you to this sheet. Anyway, as you can see, the first step, as listed in the instructions, is to make a copy of the calculator. So you want to go here and click File. Don't click Save a Copy, click Make a Copy. And this will allow you to make a copy of the calculator. And I would just name it like your thing, so I'm going to call it Skittles. I got a score calculator and make a copy of it. Can take a second. All right, there we go. So now we've got exact copy of it up, and we can go to the calculator here. We can see a list of all the different tricks here, as well as our place to input it. We're going to start by putting my pilot name in here, Skittles. And now I'm going to bring up my video so I can watch that at the same time. So I'm going to kind of size this. All right, so now we've got our clip pulled up. I already have looked through them and chosen the one that I was going to use. Typically, your clip with your most tricks, with the least number of mistakes, is going to be the most points. But if you have one where you do harder tricks and maybe less, or have some mistakes in there, it might be worth more. You could score multiple runs, but you can only submit one. So you can fill out the calculator and then you could click to reset it if you need to. But yeah, so basically I just go through the run. All right, so we start flip, and then roll, and then split. So you can find the trick by going down the list, or you can type in to narrow it down, split S, and then power loop, power flip, power loop, power flip, then I think trippy. Yep, so 2 trippies. Trippy spin. So Rubik's Cube, and then 360 ham. So we got Rubik's Cube, then ham. 2 Matty flips. Then a ham hook. And another Rubik's. Ham hook. Rubik's. Alright, so my time started basically at 1 second, so I still have like 15 seconds left or so. Alright, so then I go trippy spin. As you can see, this is the 3rd trippy spin I have in the run, so I'm starting to get a penalty for doing the same trick too many times. And then, so I have a trippy spin, and then a trippy spin into a trippy rewind. But the trippy rewind in the scoring here, it requires you to do a full trippy spin first, then the trippy rewind, then a full trippy spin afterwards. So that's why I did 2 on each end, so I could get the trippy rewind and then another trippy spin on the other side. And you can see the penalty for the 4th time I'm using a trippy spin is really making the trick worth a lot less. If I do another one after that, it takes it down to basically 1%, so I'm almost scoring nothing for the 5th and beyond use. Anyway, I don't do any more trippy spins. The next trick is a Matty flip, half Matty, half Matty, and then roll. So this is going to be my 3rd Matty, so I'm also going to get a little bit of a deduction there, and then half Matty, half Matty, and finished it off with a roll. All right, so there you can see my overall score. Now I have to put in the total number of obstacles I use, and that doesn't include the open air. So if we go back and refresh, I start off with the flip and the roll in the air, and then we use this obstacle for the power loop. So that's 1 obstacle. Then we come over this tree for some trippy spins. That's 2 obstacles. And some more open air tricks. Then we use this branch. That's the 3rd obstacle. And then finally we go over to the pole. And that's going to finish it off, our 4th obstacle. So we put in the number 4 here, and that's going to give us a little bit of a bonus. So one more thing I want to point out is that let's say on this Matty flip here I bump the branch. So if you put in a bump, you can see it not only reduces the points for that specific trick quite a bit, but it also lowers back down your multiplier, so then you have to build it back up. And if you have a full crash where you go all the way down and hit the ground, maybe you have to disarm, then you don't get any points for that specific trick, and it resets your multiplier all the way back to 0. And then you have to build it back up again. Also, let's say you just crashed like in between the 2 tricks. So rather than crashing on this Matty flip, let's say I only did 1 Matty flip, but before I got there I crashed. There's a between tricks thing there, and then you can put the crash in, and then you wouldn't lose the points for any specific trick, but it still would reset your multiplier for your other tricks. So you could also do an in-between trick bump that would just lower down the multiplier, and the same thing there. So if you do happen to have some type of mistake in between 2 tricks, that's the way you can record it on your score sheet. So the last couple of things I want to cover is if you've performed a trick and you can't find it here on the trick list, then what you can do is down below is build a custom trick. So let's say you had, I don't know, half of a power loop, and then at the top, what, like a 360 ham. Where's ham? 360 ham. And then you finished it with, I don't know, a half flip into Matty end. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Anyway, then you can have a custom trick created, and then you just go here and find the custom trick. There's 5 different slots, and then you can put in any trick that you need score. And one last thing, like if you have to add in a trick and you've messed up, it can be kind of annoying to, like, you have to go and change every single one. You can't really like scoot it down, but you can just click here, click reset, and it will reset everything in the form, except for the total number of obstacles. You gotta do that one manually, but then you can redo and score a totally different run, or just re-enter the things, whatever you need to do. All right, so once you've completely filled out your score calculator and it has all your tricks and the execution the way you think it should be, then Google Sheets is basically just going to save your form automatically, and it's just going to be in recents. So when you go in and to submit your challenge, there's going to be an extra thing here, and you just add a file by just going here, and then if you click on recent, since you had just clicked on that, you're going to see your score calculator is probably going to be the most recent thing. Boom, you insert it there along with your link and everything else you typically submit. All right, iGoers, so that's going to wrap up the iGow 6 preseason. I hope that you learned some new skills and you got prepared for the regular season, which is going to start just next week. So good luck and happy whooping. There it is. All right, what's up? How's everybody doing? We just watched the new challenge video there for the final challenge of the iGow 6 preseason. That's the HQ prop pro whooper. And then after that challenge, we're going to have the first challenge of the regular season. And that video is going to come out next Thursday. So basically a week from today. I'll probably premiere it a little bit earlier since this one's always kind of late, as long as I get it done in time like I expect. But then you'll have 3 weeks to do that first challenge. So there'll be a little bit of a break. We'll still have a live stream on the 30th after that for the last challenge, but then there'll be 2 weeks blank. One of them's going to be multi-GPIO, and then another week. So that kind of falls right in the middle there. So, and remember, in the regular season, if you miss a challenge or you fail, you're going to get a letter. And once you get 4 letters, you get knocked out. So you don't want to be missing anymore. It's not like the preseason where you can just pick and choose the ones that you want to do. Real season videos early. No, there's no more early access. That I took that off. I don't have any judges here yet. Where is everyone? I got the. Am I in the stream? Yes, I am. Well, if it's just me in the audience, Blasta and Heads and OG are supposed to come, but I guess we shall see. If it's just me in the audience, then that's what it'll be for the voting. So,
Hello.
oh, someone's here. What's up? It's Blasta. How you doing, Blasta?
Hello, Skittles. Hello, stream. Sorry, I didn't know you were starting this early. I'm all for it though.
Is this early?
No, I think I don't know. Not
I
for
guess
me. Not
it's
for me.
I guess it's 10. It depends on how long the video is.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Let me get my camera up.
there's Blasta. All right, Heads and OG are supposed to come eventually.
Yeah, they'll be here, I'm sure.
Well, we'll start here on the top videos for the challenge. This was the FOXEER Yaw and Ham challenge. So the goals were you had to do a left 360 yaw spin and a right 360 yaw spin as you pass through a cube. Then goal 2 was a left 360 ham and a right 360 ham, and you had to enter into the invert in a different way. So if you did like a front flip, then you had to do a roll or a back flip for your other one. And the final one was to perform a ham hook and a Barani. So let's take a look at our top videos. Our first one. Oh, and everyone in the audience, you can vote here with this pinned link, and it'll take you to the voting form. We already got one vote in there. Oh
What's
man,
up,
they
fellas?
gave Jal a 1. Cold. They gave everyone a 1. Oh, who is it? Easy B. All right, Easy B.
Easy B trying to sway the votes in his favor. I see that. It's okay. That's a valid strategy.
Hey, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
All right.
valid strategy.
Okay, so next, so first was Jal. Sorry. So Jal did his whole video here in a 1 rip clip. Easy B's like, that was totally on accident.
That was whoopsies. Oh no, I submitted another one. Whoopsies.
Alright, what's going on, fellas?
How you doing, OG?
Shit.
Watching Jal's video.
What's going on?
Watching
Watching
Jal here. He just
some
did all
Jal.
3 of the challenges there in a row. Now he's tossing in a ham loop, the 360 ham at the top, and then a donkey loop, which is like a ham loop, but you front flip into it. So kind of like a maverick
Nice.
loop. And then he just goes with a whole bunch more ham. Going ham.
He just goes ham.
All the ham. Yeah, I rewarded the pilots that did a lot of ham. 'Cause there are some people that had some really good trippy spins, but I was like, trippy spins are next week.
We reward you for the amount of pork in your video. So inside.
Jal had this like old EMAX logo up here. I think that was just because this is an EMAX drone. He was trying to show that, but I was like, did Jal take an old yaw spin video? And I tried to find it on his channel and catch him, but no, I think it's new.
It's a new logo.
No, that's an old logo, but I think he just put like that's just an EMAX thing he had. But it was from IGOW 4, an IGOW 4 challenge. I could tell by like the little spinnies that were on it. Anyway, next up is Balzac, who actually just took the overall lead by 0.75 above doubles, and 1 point above Maddie, 1.2 above Cybex, pretty close. Oh, I gotta turn on OG.
Yeah. I think the videos are a little bit wonky.
Okay. Oh yeah.
OG. Oh yeah. OG it has near here now, or got a party.
Wait,
got a crew.
Can I make it?
Shift around my windows a little bit.
I hide this one? No. Well, once heads turns up, I think it'll.
I think it'll work.
Possibly. Let's see. Let me turn on the other ones.
Like a pop out
Oops,
chat.
I was on the wrong one. Anyway, there we go. Okay, cam. No, cam 2.
Yo,
What's up, heads?
what up, though?
But look at that. All right, almost.
Oh.
Let me fix you a little bit,
Oh.
Blasta. It somewhat saves it. All right, there we go. Let me center OG a little bit. All right, how's everyone doing? Oh wait, that is the edge of his cam. He's just. There we go. Okay, so we just watched the first, top video, Jal's. So now we're on to Wait, did we watch Paul Sack? No, we're about to watch Paul
Nope.
Sack. We were just discussing how he just took the lead overall in the preseason by less than a full point.
Damn.
So he does a all-in-one to start here, mixing the 3 requirements together. Each had 2 parts, so he kind of combined them all.
Nice.
Yep, now he goes for all the variations here. The 4 Ani. There's the ham hook into the Barani. I think he does a flip Ani. Yep.
Ooh.
Does he do a roll Ani too? No.
Are these top videos already, or are they still honorable?
This is the top videos, yeah. This is the first time we're watching through them. This is only the second one. You only missed Zhao. Nice
I
Barani
saw
there.
the guys.
Another ham hook.
What up, heads?
What up,
Yeah,
though?
That one's, I forget what that one's called. Is that another 4 Ani? There's so many Ani
5 Ani.
variations. 5 Ani? Sept
Making all
Ani?
these names up, man. So I can't
Yeah.
keep track.
Yeah, you're making too
Anyway.
many Anis. Too many Anis.
You
Great,
got too many odds in this bitch.
great bunch of different obstacles and variations there from Ballsack. Next up is Backwoods. Backwoods has some of the best Baranis, I would say. Not surprising from a finalist. Definitely got those on lock. So it starts out with a cube here. Then he's gonna move to this pretty cool spot.
Oh yeah.
Nice inverted yaw spin with like Maddie exit back into the building. I like that. Very smooth.
It's a sick little building too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bonus gap
Nice.
there.
hell yeah.
Trippy up to Maddie. Ham hook, and then here's some clean Brawnies.
Oh, that was
That was super
nice.
clean. Oh yeah.
Real good hang time on him.
Yeah. Nice and very high.
Yeah, I need
Variation
to
into
practice
the trippy there.
Baranis. I'm not good at Baranis.
Up out the gap, dive back down. Pretty sweet. Goes for another one here out. Gets a little hung up.
I always like backwoods flow. His videos are just very pleasant to watch.
Nicely done.
Very nice.
Nice. Good job,
Alright.
Backwoods.
Next up, Bob Hilarious. This one is a tale of broken whoops. I like that there. He had like 2 cubes in a row. He
Yeah.
kind of double did it. Spin.
Ooh.
Back at this spot. Nice ham hook there. Clean Barani.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no. Arnar.
oh, wait,
Oh.
Ah.
Ha!
That's
That's
that
first
guy.
problem. Yeah,
I
that's the first
don't know.
Yeah.
Never seen that guy before.
Is he ever gonna pop in for one of these? Didn't he say he was gonna come in later?
Yeah, he said he'll be there for like the rest of them after the next one, I think.
Okay.
We got even better video now. Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Reveal's got a little DJI toothpick, brand new, fresh build.
Oh no!
Oh man.
Did get all the requirements in there, but that last one was unfortunate. You saw, it's just
Yeah. Got a little pipe
Hopefully
sticking
it
out.
was just the
yeah,
camera.
just that little pipe. Yeah, he had the lens mod done and everything.
That's like the best commercial for iGal
Boom.
that you never want to use.
Bam.
Yeah, right.
I like
Oh,
that he
man.
punts it every time. All right. Next up is doubles. Doubles had one of the coolest locations / obstacles
Oh.
here.
Like a little mini Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And there's an upper looks like there's a
that's-
lower
that is
gap
sick.
there too. Yeah.
Yeah, he uses that like as the cube
Hell
for the
yeah.
spins. I like this move here.
Oh.
Maddie down.
Oh yeah.
And Maddie all the way down.
Ooh, beauty.
That's
That was
nice.
sick.
Ooh.
Yeah, narrow gap makes the brownies tough. You gotta keep it.
Oh
Nice
yeah.
and
What's up,
online.
Betsky?
The inverted yaw spins there. The hams. Another nice brownie. I like his ham hooks.
DC calls those y'all snaps.
Y'all snaps.
You gotta get your y'all snaps going.
You even y'all snap, bro?
Not like him, dude. Not like DC. I gotta learn.
That boom. Pop.
Yeah, boom,
Yeah.
pow.
I like that when you're
Like
just
that.
close enough on the top of the obstacle that you can see it as you do the brawny on the top.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Just kind of like trace over it.
Yeah, like this one right here. No, wait, this one. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's sick. Perfect.
Oh yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. Good shit, doubles.
All right,
Nice
and we
job,
only got
Doubles.
6 videos this week because there's only about 139 videos I think submitted. So I tried
Wow.
to cut it down. And
Okay.
we got Easy B, just got a new guitar. He's got the top mounted pusher build.
Yeah.
Super snappy yaw
Jesus,
spins.
what are your rate, dude?
If you slow them down, they're like perfectly level too.
Fucking y'all rates are insane.
What the?
It's so
Whoa! I gotta know. Are you in chat? If you're in chat, I've gotta know.
Yeah, it's Elijah.
That's what happens when you fly your drone with a guitar.
Good shit. That was wild.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
That was
I like
nice.
streets.
making
I like the
a little
guitar.
song for it.
Yeah, I like the song.
All right, so everyone can vote here at this link, and that is pinned here in the chat. Yeah, I'll put it. In
Everybody go vote.
Go vote.
Doing it.
Give each of the pilots a score out of 10, and your average score will be here added on to our scores. We're gonna go over
No expo.
the honorable mentions, and then we'll watch the top videos one more time and give our scores. All right, so
0.7 point. What does that? make your
1.7. Okay.
What does
yeah,
that make your
that's really-
flight?
Wait,
they-
It's
what's
gotta
your
be-
max? What's your max?
What's your max? Is it like?
Yeah,
It's
degrees
gotta be
per
like at least
second.
1200.
I could plug it into Betaflight really quick, but I think yeah, probably something around that. At least 1,000.
All right, we got a bunch of like quick honorable mentions here. First, DCA, shouting out us judges here. Someone gave him a
Shit.
2, and he
Share
wanted to
stream.
highlight that there. A 2. Good reaction there. All right,
Did
so we-
Nightwing join you guys last week?
Yeah, he took your spot.
Nice, nice.
Next up, We got Ham Guy. I figured I had to include Ham Guy in the on Ham week. But surprisingly,
that's
Ham
the
Guy
section
did no
for you.
ham tricks. Ham Guy,
What?
Ham Guy
Ham Guy,
kept it.
no.
Ham Guy kept it not inverted.
Low ham.
He did the regular yaw spins,
And to the left.
but I was really expecting
Beautiful.
some ham out of Ham Guy, you know, just based on the
Next
name.
and to the right.
But I just thought that was funny, and I do like Ham Guy's logo.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's
I
fine.
feel like he needs to flip it over now.
It should be, yeah, it should be upside down.
All right. Next up, Lone FPV had a pretty solid AI song that kind of summed up the challenge.
It's just gonna do y'all the whole time.
Yo.
Oh no, it switches. He's just doing yaws right now. So some yaw and some ham.
Nice. Aggressive ham.
Yeah, it's very, very tribal.
Yep,
ham.
and then a deer.
Tribal ham.
You guys need to play this song when you're doing your next trick next week.
Next up, we got B-Bird with the AI video. He took his B-Bird logo, turned it into a cool little video there.
That's cool.
Alright,
That is a bee bird.
that is.
There's an AI Skittles in our new site commercial.
Oh yeah, did you get his
He
voice?
does the tricks and then.
Nope.
more
I did get his voice. That's separate.
That's something AI would do. Just change the letter on you. Alright.
Go ahead, still. That was
Next
cool.
we got Mupshot, who's flying around his house. I don't know if you can hear the music.
Just barely.
Talking about an old lady with a knife cutting you down.
Oh.
Next up, Cloud Surfer. I thought this was kind of fun at the end of his video. Oh, he's already in there. He goes into the Kirby mouth.
His custom.
And I was like, if Kirby swallows you, does he get like whoop powers? Can he like
He can fly.
fly around now?
He can
I mean, he
hover
can already
around.
kind of like float around, but thought that was kind of cool that he actually fit in there.
Build a launch block out of that Kirby and take it
So-
to races.
Rockerco had been training his duck in this Duck Life video game before, and his duck didn't win anything. So he's just like went hardcore with it this week. And he put
We
it,
have
he
a
put
full-
all
we're
his,
gonna have a
his
full
training
game.
at 1,000%.
We're gonna have a fully
And
playable
his
game by the
his
end of
duck,
that
like I think it got on the podium like twice, but it didn't win anything still.
win.
So he's got to keep training.
Gotta get to the top.
But that was a lot of screen recording to put in this like
Yeah, really.
40-second
Jesus.
clip at 1,000% speed. Tosses the challenge in right at the end. Alright, next up is Plush. Oh, this one was kind of funny. I've never seen this before. So normally when you hear the recorder, right, you have that like really bad playing recorder.
Yeah.
But this one
Mhm.
sounds good.
I can't hear recorder noises without hearing that terrible recorder
Right?
noise.
That one clip.
Thinking about it, yeah.
It's hilarious. I've never seen that. That's pretty sounded pretty good though.
Yeah, no
Double
shit.
nostril, or is it?
Yeah, it was good.
All right. That's plush. Oh, and as
Funny.
we're going on the ridiculous ones, here's Brazen, king of ridiculous. So I'm gonna try to describe it. You guys can just watch it.
Crazy.
So get the challenge out of the way here real quick to get to the real meat of the video.
The meat of it, huh?
Yeah,
Meat and potatoes.
not in a ham way though.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What happened there?
Jeremy was born in a frying pan in Louisville, Nebraska on May 10th, 2026. Mother's Day. He was the runt of 10 siblings that nobody wanted. And that bad man, Mr. Brazen, he took Jeremy outside and put him on the neighbor's roof. And he said, "You're going to stay outside here, Jeremy, until something happens to you." And that's exactly what happened. Jeremy was bleached by the sun and eaten by ants and bugs and nipped and picked at by birds over and over until finally,
No.
at 6:19 in the morning on his 4th day of being outside, a big old crow came and carried him away, never to be seen again.
Oh.
What the hell, Brazen?
Yep. So that was what Brazen submitted.
Perfect.
I would expect nothing less.
Here is another broken 04, unfortunately. I do like that he put yawn ham on the ducks.
If you're upside down, does the yaw say ham? That's the question.
It does. He kind of wrote it. That's not cheap. I did see that one of the sponsors, Fly High FPV, has replacement 04 cams though. That's
Oh,
the only
really?
place where I've seen where you can buy just the light cam.
Nice.
Fly High's
So-
legit. I get my motors from them actually. They're
Yeah.
like one of the few companies that still sells them terror free.
Nice. I saw they had a bunch of
They're like a bunch of random
04
products.
Pros
Yeah,
they just got, and then I saw that they also had
you know,
replacement
they are
cams.
very legit.
Hang on. Another
Another
04
04.
bites. That's 2 claimed in this challenge. So you the first challenge was to perform a yaw spin, 360 yaw spin left and right as you pass through a cube, right? And everyone did it the same way like this, because that's like what you would expect. But Sodium Free was the only person who actually going up and down would be a lot easier. And nothing in the rules says that you couldn't do it that way.
Damn.
So pretty
God,
smart
that's
there.
funny.
Fair enough.
Yep, opposite faces perform the yaw spin as you pass through. So I thought that was clever.
It's very clever.
Only person
Definitely
that
bonus points for
for
that,
that.
figuring that out. Yeah.
Yeah. So some people, instead of just doing like a regular cube, they went for like a really long obstacle, like these little bike racks
Oh, yeah.
here from Brooklyn. So that was kind of cool to do the yaw spin as you go
Oh,
through
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
Difficult as you go further. For sure.
Nice
Very
there.
nice.
And then Jurassic also does that on even slower and longer of an obstacle.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that was pretty.
Right.
Move. Oh yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those are smooth. They're all right down that. Looks like it's a queue, just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Like you, like get in line and walk through it.
Maybe for animals or something.
Yeah, not sure. Anyway, pretty cool yaw spins there from him. Next up was Hotspur. He thought he did a brawny, but he didn't actually have an obstacle. But he did do a new trick that I'm definitely going to use at some point, and that is brawny eject. So you go like in, up, brawny, and then out the opposite side.
Oh.
Pretty hard.
Right? For a cube
Nice.
eject. So you go pop in, backflip to invert, 180 yaw spin, and then Matty out.
Oh.
The opposite side.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to be in the cube eject list this season.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty dirty. I like.
It was pretty cool though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Thanks for the idea there, Hotspur. So we had a couple people that did the brawny slightly incorrectly, with kind of like the half Matty with the baddie with the backflip. Same thing with the
Yep.
brawny with a backflip in it. I think that's right. Yeah, right here. So he goes. Catch that there.
I got stuck doing that when I first tried to do
Did
brownies.
you first try to do them?
Yeah, it's just like
So it
hard to
goes
get
up.
like the stick movement down.
Gets the nice inverted 180 yaw spin, and then he should be front flipping
You,
over
you,
here
you,
to
you,
Matty.
you think you want to flip forward because like it's
Yeah.
just like natural, but you don't. You want to flip. You want to scroll back.
So still pretty clean, just not the exact brawny trick, but a couple people did that. None of them as cleanly there as Pulse FPV. All right, here's Tamika. This is one of I enjoyed this brawny. It was on a cool obstacle and it was very well performed. Right. Oh, I'll start a little bit earlier here. Whenever you have something to like yaw track like that across the brawny, it makes it look
It was
real
pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah, two of them there. Cool looking tree too. Anyway. Nice work from
Yeah, that's a
Tamika.
sick tree.
Bobby Florentine was first time doing a brawny and a ham hook. Really nice looking there. Solid execution. And then the brawny. Really nice.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Not the easiest obstacle there, and then flies back, and he's bumped up. Got the third requirement.
Heck yeah.
Check and make sure.
I remember those days. You get to your goggles. Oh shit! Did I do it?
Next, we got some cool locations. First is Zox.
Okay.
Not sure from what episode this is. Probably some where they had a battle, but Game of Thrones was filmed in this field apparently,
Oh, that's cool.
where he's doing his ham spins.
Did you see what Hotspur said? It was a 5x5 foot cube that he was doing that in.
Ah,
So yeah, that could be a lot harder than a smaller cube. Before you go getting all crazy.
You've already sent him down the path. Hotspur is too late now.
well, too cool of a trick. Anyway, cool spot, and of course the Game of Thrones music to go with it. Next up, Robot Ninja starts off in a hotel. So I was like, oh, Robot Ninja's in a hotel. He's probably at work, which means we're probably going to get to see some giant turbine crane. So if you don't know, Robot Ninja operates the crane that like lifts the propeller up onto the wind turbines.
Oh, no
Oh,
way.
That's
shit.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Here it is.
Here we go.
See there's that on there. some hams around the crane. Pretty cool. Always cool to see that. Next up we got some gaps. First 719 gets the elusive dogleg gap that you almost never see without like the dog being held. Little brawny into the tree, and then oh,
You trying to figure out what
Nice.
just happened?
Dog
hell
move.
then we've got Rod FPV with kind of a bonus gap here. Not sure if this was intentional. If it was, pretty impressive. Doing some high-speed yaw spins under it, and then oh,
Wow.
missed that.
Yeah.
Up, ham hook, and then
It was,
boom.
it was sick.
Pretty sweet.
Fuck.
Bonus gap there. And then Ninja Turtle with the best bonus gaps in the challenge here. Does the yaw spins, and then he's at this spot here with all these gaps up here that we'll see in just a second. Goes Immelman here, right here. Oh, I don't know if you caught that.
Nice. Oh, what we got?
So self Immelman up, then gap, gap,
Jeez.
and then as he comes down, window wipe. Woo!
Do it,
Nice
do it
little
another time.
combo there. One more time.
God dang. When everything just lines up right, you know?
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet there from Ninja Turtle. Oh yeah, and then at the end he's got this cool obstacle where he does some nice brownies and hammocks. Good one there.
Great flow.
Nice. Yeah. Red Maddie. Back at the playground. He's just got a whole bunch of different ham actions here. I like the monkey bars there. Just pretty solid execution overall. No top video this challenge, which is why Ballsack just barely passed him. But still a great rip. Really mechanical looking hams there.
Yep. Great job.
Next,
Maddie has some great vids.
couple cool bonus clips here. Live to Fly. He's always got the skydiving in the beginning, but this is a clip and he's following the skydiver down here.
That's
There's the awesome. Yeah, and there's a little bit more at the end. Pretty cool shot there.
That was cool. That would have been cool to do.
And then Micton, our last challenge winner, had another cool tree shot here after he does all the challenges at home.
That was sick.
Yeah, that one was pretty sweet as well. Not quite as cool as the perch one, but also very cool.
Pose
Cool
victoriously.
stuff.
It was really cool.
All right, now we've got our almost top videos. All these ones were pretty solid, just had to make some cuts at some point. Feelings here. Explained that his son was diagnosed with some type of leukemia, and he has to go to this place, and he's always been eyeing this what's it called, like walkway here to rip. And this
Skybridge?
is the first time he got it. He was there like pretty early. There's no traffic.
That's sick. That's really cool.
He sends it pretty hard, and then really nice proximity here. Not just going for fugitives. And then boom.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no, still gonna send it anyway though.
hell yeah.
at that point, yeah, you might as well.
Yep. Right back into it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice brownie there. Right, cool spot. Nice execution. That one got a little too close. But a nice rip there from Felix.
Good job, Felix.
Kind of fixed the camera there actually with that last little bounce.
Yeah.
Hit the lens back into position. Alright, next up is Tad Owner. Tad had probably the most like well executed examples. I'm not sure if just every time he does it he's got like a perfect inverted yaw spin, or if he just picked out all his really nicely executed ones. But all of them, the horizon is like locked.
Ooh, close. Nice.
Yeah, and not just on that one actually was a little bit messy, but the ham hooks and the brownies also locked in.
He's like exactly 360 degrees on all
Yeah,
of them.
360
Perfect.
and like super level.
360 on a switch.
Oh man, you're learning your way to Dan's heart, my friend. Perfect execution.
oh. Yeah, all of them very well executed, and then of course stat owners you got to do self-facing hand.
It's kind of locked.
Yeah, that was nice.
Alright, next up, Wonky. Wonky always puts in a solid video. You know you're gonna get a lot of clips,
Oh, that was sick.
a lot of action. Yeah, he has some cool gaps here. Woo! That one.
Oh
Ooh,
my god, that would have been scary. That would have been cool.
I'm flying back to myself right then.
Nice Yasmin's on the chair there.
Yeah, not really leaving himself much room there either. Nice. Very well done.
Wonky and Easy Beat both really snappy, super fast. It's hard to tell, and then when you slow it down, and they're like pretty perfectly locked in on those yaws. It just happens so fast.
Yeah, it is wild. It makes my rates look so slow.
Like the opposite of Jurassic with that super slow yaw spin through the like bars.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the sick though. Nice.
And he was actually the only person that did a TGS Brawny.
No
Nobody
shit.
else even tried
Oh,
it.
that was nice.
Yeah.
They're hard. They're for
Yeah.
sure hard.
All right, next MRV. This one I might have given top video next week because there's some really good trippies in it. But that wasn't exactly the focus. That was kind of cool. That was like a 90.
That was. You just turned
Also
too far
very,
with no
very
purpose.
snappy and locked in. And then a high speed trippy here.
Nice
Trippy
trip.
there.
Very good transition.
Yeah. Low camming.
Ooh.
Nice.
Trippies too.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of depth.
JD, what's up? I know you are not
Box them
on
in
my
quick.
play.
All
Hold on just one second. I'm
what
trying to handle
is that
some
6 in,
business.
right? All 6 in though.
Yeah, you gotta work on that.
That's obviously his preferred. Anyway, nice rip from MRV.
Very
Good
nice.
shot, RV.
Then one of the few inside inverted yaw spins, even though it's really high. No one did it like in a regular, like ceiling height. It's not surprising, but. All right, now we got Gelcraft. I like his intro with the clogs. Little B-roll action to start this one off.
That's sick.
Yeah, little spiral stare up to spin up and then down. If he had Barani'd that thing, I think it would have got top.
That would have been sick, yeah.
That's what I hoped he was going for when he flew towards it.
That's a big ass Barani though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be tough. This is a cool trippy light though, because of the way the lights are
Oh,
staggered.
yeah.
Spiral up with it. Very nice.
Nice job.
All right, and Cybex. Another solid video from Cybex.
Buddy!
Got some solid combos here.
Boys
There's
are
a
up.
rust.
Yeah, everyone was like,
That
I
still
thought these
exists?
roses were gone. Ham hook. Pepperoni. Bonus gap here on the Maddie. Or just the half Maddie.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a bunch of yaw gaps here.
That's a crazy ass slide for a playground.
Yeah.
No, right? That would have been so much fun as a kid.
Yeah,
That
no
was a
shit.
sweet
That'd be
dive
fun
there.
now. What do you?
Yeah, no, right?
Yaw spin
Oh,
in
is it
the
gonna
slide.
slide?
Oh,
Yeah. Very solid.
nice. Nice video. Solid video.
All right.
My
so-
inverted spins, whenever I look back with pitch, like up
Uh-huh.
with pitch, look back, are always cockeyed. And if I look down with pitch to go inverted, it's always like locked in. I noticed that with so many other people. I'm just glad it's not
Yeah.
just me.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It
I wonder
worked
if
out
the,
whenever I nose up.
with the camera angle. You
It's
think
all
the
fucked up.
horizon is just different.
Yeah,
based
I have
off
a
of what
lot.
direction you're flipping. or-
Trying to roll into the inverted yaw spin is a lot more difficult. For
Oh
me
yeah, that's hard. Trying to roll into inverted is kind of difficult for me.
Unless I'm like tracing, like rolling inverted and like tracing an object when I'm going by it.
Oh yeah, you're all tracking something, right?
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah.
Jow, jow,
All right, Jow Jow Jow, our first top video. All right, everyone, again, vote via the link here. Your
Yeah, lock in,
scores
wake
help
up.
determine
Let's go.
who's gonna win. All right, so Joust is a whole video is a one rip clip, and he does a whole bunch of ham. It's just stock full of ham.
So much pork in this video.
starts it out with the 2 inverted Yosmins. Well, the cube first, then the 2 inverted Yosmins. Then the ham hook and the Barani. Some more inverted Yosmin action. I think he's the only one that does ham loop at 360 inverted Yosmin at the top of the power loop. And then he also does the Maverick loop version, which Tyrant has called the donkey loop. So you like front flip into that one instead of back flip. Some more ham action. Nice work by Jal.
Yeah, not a lot of room to work with there. Very nicely done, though.
Yep,
Good
gets-
control.
Gets the
Good
EMAX
job,
clip
Joe.
in for
Ton of
the
ham in
Very
that
nice.
video.
Very
EMAX
nice.
giveaway, yep.
Give us a.
All right, let's go. Oh wait, I should be going off here. All right, Jal, I gave a 6.9.
6 9.
Flasta,
8 flat.
heads,
8.5.
OG,
I too had him at an 8 flat.
and audience. You put your votes in via the form. All right, next up, Balzac. All right, Balzac starts it off with a 1 rip clip where he mixes the challenges together. He did part of 1, part of 2, then part of 3, then back down. And the last Yosmin to finish off all the requirements. Then he's gonna go and do some
Bunch of stuff.
bonus here. A couple extra inverted Yosmins. He goes 4 Ani. Ham hook. Barani. Nice combo there. Then flip Ani. It's a Barani with that flip at the end. And then we got a bunch more obstacles here with the Barani and the ham hook action. Some gap dive there.
Nice.
Got the Barani and ham hook there. And I think that one's the 4 Ani. I believe. This is a tough obstacle for Barani. Nails it.
Ooh.
And another one. Very nice.
Okay, yeah, that was nice. Very nice, very nice.
Blasta,
Good job, Balzac. I give it an 8.4.
heads,
8. 8.
OG.
I gave it an 8.5.
I got 8.8. Sorry, I was saying 8.
Oh.
My bad.
8.8. I went 7.7. All right, next up, Backwoods. So, Backwoods starts off the cube in the house, and then he moves on to that warehouse with the like open roof.
Good control on those. It's even slowed him down too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know Baptist flies faster than that, so it even slowing
he's got
him
really
down.
high cam angle too, so
Yeah, it's gotta be difficult to
he's
deal with.
definitely mixing. Keep it level there. Nice. I like that first inverted yaw spin with like the Maddie re-entrance. Trippy up. Nails the brownies. Handbook's not quite as clean. Brownies are right. That was a cool move.
Yeah, it was.
Then he cut climbs up and out. That's pretty sweet.
That was pretty cool.
All right,
This is a one grade.
backwoods. I like the music on that one. It really fit the flow there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Heads, what do you think?
I gave him 8-7.
OG?
I gave him a 9 flat.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Nice.
like this video a lot.
I went 7.47. Plasta?
8.1.
8.1. All right, next is Bob with the damage whoop saga.
I loved this video. It's hilarious.
I like the 2 cubes in a row and kind of doing the trick back to back there.
Major
Thought
humor
that was
points.
creative. Boom. It's a legit punch.
Please build one up.
The Tokyo Drift music.
Oh, nice.
Free toppers.
Man, I was just like all the work, you got it all nice, fresh build. You're like, all right, go back. Like, oh, this is great.
Oh,
Like
man.
almost in the exact same spot too, right
Yeah.
below the spot.
Yeah.
That's a good one. OG?
Gave him an 8.6.
I enjoyed that one. I thought it was funny. I went 8.03. I don't make up the last decimals right as I'm entering the number. What are you talking about?
Doesn't sound like it at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plasta?
Random number generator. I had 9 flat. I really like that one.
Heads?
I gave him
Humor
8.5.
points for sure.
8.5.
It's really funny.
All right, next up is doubles.
This video was sick.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite.
Like that little bounce back into the ham hook. I think that was one of your tricks, maybe, Blasta? Was that the Canadian bacon, maybe?
Mate, I think so.
I forget.
He's doing so many flips and shit, I can't even tell what trick's what now.
The way he kind of like springs back on those rewinds. It's nice. I like the way he edits his cuts too, because it still feels like the video is flowing, which is always what I try to do. So it doesn't feel like you like interrupt the flow when you have a cut. He just like always links the motion together so that it feels like it's. Stop Ronnie.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, doubles. Won a previous challenge. Blasta, what'd you think of this one?
I'm gonna do a 9-2. I think it's slightly higher than the other one.
Right. Heads?
9 flat.
OG?
9.3.
Ooh.
Ooh. A
Edging me
little
out a
bit
bit.
lower. 8.75. too. I'm trying to like. Last
Still
time I went
beating
like
out.
a whole bunch of 9s, and I was like, I'm giving out too many 9s. I gotta go over reserve.
You gotta
here.
Well,
cut back
they
on
are
the
the
nine.
they
Nine-
are the top videos though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
I
are-
feel
what
like 9s. Skittles 9. I feel like should be something special. a regular
Drinking a Skittles 9 for free.
a regular season 9. All right, our last one, Easy B. I don't. Do you guys see this build? Do you like look at it closely?
Yeah, it's legit. Like, what the hell?
The pusher, but he's just put the motors onto the top.
Okay.
I love it. It's great. So it's a well-used build. That thing's been rebuilt many a time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like a toothpick with landing gear.
Flies. A little bit of rock wash.
I like that he
Let's
put
be honest,
the,
it's hard to not get prop wash on that frame to begin with, so.
I like that he put the goggles on to play the guitar.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah.
Made a whole song.
So I'm always.
Did he make a song? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He wrote the said got a new guitar, enjoy my homemade music.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Made a whole music video.
Yeah, I'm always partial to the music. I'm gonna give this one my top video of the week just by a hair. We're gonna go 8.81. Blasta?
I'm gonna give it a 9. Same entertainment level as the other one, but for a different reason.
Heads?
I gave him a 8.6.
And OG.
I gave him an 8.7.
Ooh, it's gonna be close. What do we got? That doubles in
yeah.
a point apart.
And Bob.
Doubles
couple
Bob and
points.
Easy B, all 1 point apart, and then
Yeah.
Backwoods 1 point behind them. Backwoods
Top
and
to
Bullseye.
bottom, less than 3 points. So let's see what the audience thinks. All right, audience. Last chance to vote. We do have one protest form this week
Ooh, I
that
wanna
we
see.
can go over. So Jesse FPV says goal 3 challenge number 6. So this is this one that we just did. That's the Brawny and the ham hook. He says the off-axis Brawnies were counted as a pass later in the challenge. So he thinks that his off-axis Brawny was as passable as some that we gave a pass to. When me and Nightwing were watching him, we were calling it if you like you didn't get fully inverted, so when you yawed it looked kind of funny, or it just didn't look level to the horizon, we called it an off-yoxis Brawny, and I like that term. So let's see how off-yoxis this one is. I do feel like I got a little more lenient as the stream went on, so I
That does happen. That does tend to happen, especially when you're drinking.
that was not bad.
That wasn't bad at all.
It's definitely off Yoxis, as you can see
It
here,
is, yeah, for sure.
but
He's
it's
a little
not.
overturned.
It's not a roll because there's no central point that we're spinning around. We just didn't flip far enough, so then our yaw kind of comes down here, makes it look kind of like an Immelmat, almost more than a Brawny. But that was
Play it one more time at full speed.
it's pretty smooth at full speed.
Yeah, like it looks so smooth that it's hard to
Yeah,
it's hard to dig.
Wait, did I
Like
go
if it was
after
sloppy, then I'd say otherwise.
He is zipping back there too on wheels too.
Wait, did I?
Yeah, keep
There
going.
it is. There it is. Wait, is it before that? Am I tripping now?
It's like 79% of the way through the video.
There we
Yep,
go.
you just missed it. Right.
Yeah, I don't think it was that
Yeah,
bad.
I feel like it was so
No.
clean.
Yeah. What is this pilot's pilot name? Jesse. Yeah, I think we started on Jay's, so he was one of the first. Yeah, because Jal was like the first pilot.
We'll
I
allow
remember.
it.
All right. All right, Jesse. Whatchamacallit? Protest granted. Let's see. Yeah, we.
Yeah, we
alright.
gotta deny some protests too, so these kids don't get too easy with us. They keep
That's-
submitting all
that's
these
right.
protest forms. They're like, "Oh, I did it."
There you go. Yeah, I did say Brawny
Gotta put
not
our foot
level
down.
enough. Protest granted.
Pass. Yeah.
All right, so let's put in our scores here. We've got 17 votes. This is your last chance to vote right now. I'm gonna close the form so that this doesn't change while I'm doing it. Boom. Okay. Let me put this over here. I'll put this over here so I can enter the scores from the audience. All right, Jal. He had the easy B1, but it had a whole bunch of 10s there. Everyone loving the Jal 8.13. Next up, Ballsack. A little lower, 7.06. Backwoods in the right in the middle of those two with a 7.53. Bob, ooh, surprisingly low from the audience, not enjoying the edit as much with a 7.18. Doubles, second highest score thus far with a 7.82. And Easy B with a 7.12. Actually, that's going to make it pretty close. Let's see our overall scores here.
Yeah, it's gonna
Put
be
it
super
back
cool.
in. And it looks like
Jal had the highest audience score and the lowest judge score. That's crazy. It never happens.
I think
Jal getting
I
those
think I was a
audience
little
points.
bit rough on Jal.
Yeah,
All
that's,
right.
yeah.
What am I doing? Sorting by D.
Even if you voted him with 2 points higher, I think he still got the lower of the judges' scores.
Yep.
Lower
So
end.
doubles definitely taking it down there. The audience enjoying the doubles. I think the audience also liked doubles best last time.
Great
he won.
job, doubles.
Yep.
Yeah, doubles twice now is the winner.
Very nice
This
doubles.
is such a clean video.
Is he the only one who's won twice so far?
Let's see. 2 doubles. We got a retry. We got a sweem. Yep, and a backwoods.
Yeah,
Victim.
doubles with the double
doubles
win. Doubles and
Yeah.
doubling.
Double.
He's
So you
doubling
can't win
it up.
anymore. That's it. That's all she wrote. Sorry, friend.
Yeah,
Change your
he's not triples. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to change your name.
All right, congratulations to our top videos there. Easy B in second, Bob Backwoods, and then Ballsack in Jail, rounding out our top videos. Thanks for hanging out and watching, everyone. We will be back next Thursday with the top videos from the Trippy Spins, but before we do that, we gotta have the review, and that's coming up on Saturday. And yeah, the new video just came out today for the final challenge, the Pro Whooper Challenge. So this one you get to pretty much make up your own line. The only real requirement is that you use 3 chicks that were featured in the preseason, which like you'd be hard pressed not to do. If you fail goal 2, I'll be actually impressed. And you do a full run. If you can do all your tricks that weren't preseason tricks. Anyway. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. And Mo might actually be here. Might have a first time appearance.
Hey now.
Oh no.
Yeah, so look forward to that.
We'll have the whole gang.
All
Do we
right.
have that in the budget? Do we have that in the budget to have him on? Is that okay?
I don't
Can we
know.
afford it?
We might
Jeez,
we might have to sacrifice Callisto. We'll see.
Got to put him on the schedule next time. We got to get on his schedule, get with his people.